Well, hello, and welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and today we're on collage pages with the lovely Marguerite Miller's challenge. So, I've got the wrong ruler out, haven't I? You can tell it's the wrong one because it's clean. There you go, that's the right one. Okay, so what are we up to? We are on week 4. Leave it that way for a minute so you can see. Something folded. Well, I have brought along I have brought along a glassine envelope. Okay, because it's been folded, hasn't it, on 3 sides, and then when you close it there's another fold. So that's my folded item. Housework, whatever that means to you. Well, housework to me means so many different things. There's the cleaning aspect, there's the shopping aspect, the baking, and technically I consider housework also to be part of looking after the family that live within the house. So I've opted for this page from my Sears book, and I'm going to tear out this vintage lady who's separating cream in this new Fandangle machine. So that's that one. The next one is an ocean creature. I don't quite know how the ocean creature comes in, but I have got this image of a turtle. That's from the Alice in Wonderland book that I've got. A random piece of washi tape. Well, I've got this black and white washi tape that's got a sewing theme. So it sort of relates to the housekeeping, but it's going to be very random in relation to the turtle, but the turtle is black and white, so I think that'll work. An art scrap. Well, this is just a piece of paper. You can see that I have sprayed and splashed and dabbed into various blue inks. And I figured because of the ocean element, blue, that maybe that could be the sea or whatever, I'm not sure. But we've got that. And then, not the bonus on here, but my bonus for the opposite page, as I've started to do this year, because keeping with the housework, I've got this vintage soap advert from my Home Chat magazine. And actually it's very fitting to me and my housework because I've had a soap business for many years, and also the December 11th is my youngest daughter's birthday, so I just think that's such a fitting page for me. So let's get started by getting this piece down. It's going to need trimming, but I don't want to trim it beforehand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it, hang on one second, yep, I'm going to glue it from about that low. I'm going to come all the way to the top because I know I want all of the top because that's where the date is, and I want all of this side, but I'm not sure how wide or long I want it, and that's why I have left a gap at the bottom. I'll be really careful with these pages, they're so fragile. Right, let's have a little look. So we're matching up the top and the side with the coiling. That's where we're going, there, like that. And then what I'm going to do is bring in my ruler, work out the bottom of my page, which is about there, and then I'm going to try and tear off this edge like so. That way we know we're tearing off the right amount. I usually get carried away, don't I, and tear off way too much, and then we have a blank area which I don't really like. So there you go, that was short, simple and very easy. We have got a vintage page, and then we can just pick it up, can add the glue because we now know where it finishes. Didn't need any on the side, only on the bottom. There we go. So I'm going to have to turn it round now so that I can work on this side. There were some comments over, I think it was Sunday's video. I messed up the camera angle and everything again. I'm hoping this one's better. I've done my washi tapes, so, and I've not lowered you in, so hopefully this is a much better view for you. We'll just tear this out. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to tear it out with my ruler. So I'm coming from where I just started tearing. Right, so, and then turn your ruler. Go a little bit slower, and then the ruler will do the work for you, but you can get the shape that you want. I find that when I tear by hand, I end up with lots of what I call shark's teeth, lots of pointy bits, and I don't like them. And then I try to tear them off, and I end up with big chunks out of it. So I've decided that my hand tearing is obviously as dangerous as my straight line scissor cutting, so I'm just going to continue to use my tear ruler because that is what makes me happy. And it's all about doing what you like to do. And just up in this corner here. There we go. So now we've got her, and she takes up a big area of the page, which I knew she would, which is awesome. So we've got that there. Okay. We need to fussy cut out this turtle. And again, I'm not quite sure how well I want to fussy cut it, how close. So I'm just going to sort of do a large circle for the moment. Now let's have a look at this. I think we're going to go fairly close. So we'll get the pools of water and the rock that he's sitting on. And then we'll come round him fairly closely. So, how is everybody? Are you all happy, safe and well? I'd like to give a shout out to the lovely Mel over at the Treasured page, who is celebrating having hit 4,000 subscribers. Well done, Mel. I knew you'd get there. You do some awesome work. If you don't know Mel, I suggest you hunt her out. I will put her YouTube link in the description. I suggest you hunt her out and have a look, because especially if you like the idea of grunge and, as it were, real junk journaling, because Mel definitely works to that kind of level, in that she has just started using DigiKits because she's now on the design team for somebody, but previously she was always converting junk and rubbish with paint and etc. So if you haven't seen her work and you are that way inclined, I would pop over, i.e. you know, the sort of true junk journaling or the grunge, go and have a look. She doesn't do a lot of grunge, but she does experiment with lots of different crafts and lots of sort of mixing of paints and things, and she does some great storytelling as well. So okay, I've got my art in the background. I'm feeling like my turtle needs to be more in that water, although he is crying, so I'm wondering if I put a little bit of blue on this water and put him down here, he might be crying because the water's all the way up there and he's all the way down here. So that sort of makes sense. And then I think the washi tape, don't know yet. I can't decide where the washi tape goes. There's a little bit of me that says maybe it should be on her apron. I wonder if I can do that. I did think initially like it would be her next job. Yeah, I'm going to have a go at that. I'm probably going to end up ruining it, aren't I? Let's have a look and see what we can do. So let's cut off this end first of all. Oh, and I've got to put this bag on, haven't I? Ah, hang on. So, oh, do we put him in the bag? Because then he's crying because he's stuck in the bag and away from the water. The only thing is we lose her cream in it machine. I don't like that. I want to see that creamy machine because especially as we've got this brown over here. So now I'm wondering, do I do something like folding that over and then folding it back and then no, Boo, Mummy's doing a video. I can hear a van pulling up outside, which is usually when Boo would start having a bit of a bark. But I don't want her having a bit of a bark. Oh, I don't know now. I really don't know. Is there any joy in putting him up there? Then he is back in the water, as it were. No, I don't. Right, first things first, I'm going to glue down this blue bit because this blue bit is definitely going up in that corner. So stop dithering, Claire, and get something stuck down and happening. And as you know, if you've been here before, I'm very much a blue girl. I like a bit of blue. So that makes sense. There we go. Okay, so we've got our blue down. Well, apart from that corner. There we go. And then she is definitely going there. And I need her to come in a little bit because I want to see that little bit of blue behind her. Let's have a look at this skirt and see if we can make her skirt out of washi tape. You know it's going to be a disaster, don't you? Wish me luck. Well, we started. We can't stop now, as they say. Not her skirt, her apron. It's her apron, Claire, not her skirt. Her skirt is underneath. need to... Okay, I was going to just leave it there as her next job, but now I'm like, do you know what? Can we not make her whole? I've got to be careful of this fragile paper. And then I need to go again. I'm going to do it the other way this time. Doesn't really matter because there's no major dimension, but I want try and cut round right. There you go. Did work, sort of. So she's got a washi tape apron, my lady. Okay. Oh yeah, I quite like it. And then I'm going to put her on next. I did warn you a few weeks ago at the beginning of the year, this year was all about fun and crazy. I'm throwing some of the restrictiveness away. Gonna abandon sensibility, and I'm going for crazy because I am too old to worry about what people think. And part of the reason we conform is because of what people think. Not the only reason, it's one of them. So I'm not doing that anymore. And now I've got this piece folded. Can we fit that turtle in there with that folded piece? No, don't like that. I don't mind him sitting down here. That's fine with me. Oh, do you know what? I think I'm going to cut the rock away. I think that might be the problem. And here we go again. Like the washi tape skirt, it might be a disaster. Although it wasn't, was it? It worked out okay. And of course, you're looking at a time here where, unless you worked in a posh household as a scullery maid or whatever, and had a uniform of nice, and she does actually look like she's got a nice uniform, nice starched, crisp white uniform, with sort of black or grey underclothes, you know the sort of thing I mean. You would have not wanted to ever lose fabric. Oh, that's better, isn't it? You see, that's much better. Had to get rid of the nasty stone. So now I need something that's folded, don't I? And I did really like this idea, but it just, it's too dense and it covers too much. So now I need to think of something else that's folded, and I need to keep it sort of in theme. I wonder if my problem is that I'm trying to associate it with this turtle. I wonder if it should be another sort of housework type thing. No, boo. Right, I'm back. So sorry about that. It was a van, which is what set Boo off, and then it was a parcel for me, so obviously the door went, and I do apologise if that made you jump. Okay, I'm still thinking, right, so I think he needs to be down here on his own, and then maybe up here I need to consider the whole household type thing, and maybe make a small envelope, because after she's done the creaming and the sewing, she's going to have to consider opening the post and dealing with any correspondence. So yes, we're keeping it all in theme. So we're going to glue up Mr. Turtle, and we're going to pop him in there like so. And then what I want is a piece of coffee dyed paper, if I can find such a thing, which of course I can't. How can you not find coffee dyed paper, Claire? There's a bit. Oh no, it's not. Oh, this one's got leaves on. Another piece of art type work. We don't want that. We want this one. Right, and all I'm going to do here is I'm going to tear. We know this ruler's an inch. I've done that several times. So we're going to tear an inch off of here, like so. We are going to find the centre point there, like that, and then we're going to fold that into the centre point, like so, and then the other side, like so, and then we're going to fold it over like that, and then we have got a faux envelope, just like that. Okay, actually, should we maybe do two, because one letter on its own doesn't seem to make sense, does it? And I don't think I've got any postcards this small, so I have got some in a kit from G over at Happiness and Crafting, and she's got some tiny ones in there, but I don't think I've got any printed without rummaging through all of my scraps. And as you know, if you were here the other day, I do have far too many scraps, about 4 large boxes full, so I don't want to be doing that and using up your time. So I'm just going to open it back out, put a little bit of glue on that triangle, and then close it up. And very quickly and easily we have got a little faux envelope. And again, this is not my idea, by the way. I actually saw Gail Agustinelli doing this, and I thought, you know what, that's super cool. I could use that at some point. Then if we put that one up there and that one, say, there, she's got to deal with the post next. There you go. So just put some glue on the back now, and this is the one that I've folded slightly wonky, so we'll put that one at the bottom, and then we'll put the squarer one on the top, like so. So there you go. I do feel like that with this soap advert that maybe this should be a washing machine rather than a creamer, but it is what it is. So we've got our vintage page, which I'm loving, this double pageness that's going on. I'm just looking, there it is for the prompt. Loving that. Glad I started doing that. And my texture paste arrived yesterday. So I think I am going to be able to do a bit more on the mixed media style of things on this page next week. Not obviously this page, but the opposite page to the collage. Do that next week. Now, I think we could go to the bottom this side, couldn't we? That wouldn't. And have we been inking up? Yes, we're still inking up. It's hard to believe it's only a week, isn't it? And then you can't remember. Silliness. But anyway. So here's my archival sepia, although you can hardly see it sepia anymore because it's so marked. And I'm just going to run my brush around the edge. You've all done this and seen me do this a million times. Nothing new here. Nothing to see here, folks. Move along, move along. Yeah, I know, a bit crazy, but keeps me ticking. Now, normally I glue one of the top corners, but obviously I need to do the bottom triangle this side, don't I? So, I need to do that bit there. State this glue, goodness maker. It's because it's quite warm in here, I think. So it's quite soft. There we go. And by putting it there, we're not really interfering too much with the image, and we can always flick it over and see. So just double checking then. Something folded. We've got our post. Household work. She's doing the creaming and then she's going to do the sewing. An ocean creature. We've got our little turtle down there. Perhaps desperately trying to catch some cream because he's hungry. Random washi tape. Well, we did a skirt with that for the sewing. And the art scrap was our background. There you go. That's week 4 in the folder, as it were. As always, I'd like to say a huge thank you for you spending time with me. Hope you found some fun and inspiration in this. Stay safe. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye for now. Oh, and I'm terribly sorry about booing the interruption.